God, this morning, my mind feels loud. Before the day has even fully begun, my thoughts are already moving too fast. One thought leads to another, and then another, and I can't seem to slow it down. It's like I woke up, already overwhelmed, already thinking about everything I need to do, everything I didn't finish, everything that could go wrong. And even though nothing has happened yet, my mind is acting like everything is urgent, everything is heavy, everything needs to be figured out right now. God, it's exhausting. I haven't even stepped out of bed fully, and I already feel behind. I already feel pressure sitting on my chest. My thoughts won't stay still. They keep replaying things, overanalyzing things, imagining things that haven't even happened. And the more I try to stop it, the louder it gets. I tell myself to calm down, but it doesn't listen. I try to focus, but my mind drifts again. I try to feel peace, but the noise keeps coming back. God, this is how my morning feels right now. Not calm, not clear, but crowded, restless, and heavy, and maybe no one else can see it. On the outside, everything might look normal, but inside, it feels like too much. Too many thoughts, too many worries, too many things all competing for my attention at the same time. It's hard to explain, but it feels like I can't rest, even when nothing is happening. God, sometimes I don't even know what I'm so anxious about. It's not always one big thing. It's everything, all at once. Small things, big things, past things, future things, all mixed together until my mind feels full, and I don't know where to start. I don't know what to fix first. I don't know how to quiet it, so I just sit here, carrying it, carrying thoughts I don't need right now, carrying pressure that hasn't even happened yet, carrying a weight that I woke up with before I even had a chance to breathe. God, this is where I am, not peaceful, not focused, just overwhelmed in my own mind. And part of me feels tired of this, tired of waking up like this, tired of feeling like my mind is always running ahead of me, never letting me just be still, even for a moment. I want to slow down. I want to feel calm. I want to wake up and not feel like I'm already carrying the whole day on my shoulders. But right now, I don't know how. So instead of trying to fix everything, instead of trying to silence every thought, I just come to you like this. Messy thoughts, restless mind, heavy feeling. God, I bring it all here. Because maybe I don't need to have control over every thought right now. Maybe I don't need to solve everything in this moment. Maybe I just need a place to pause. And even though my mind is still loud, even though the thoughts are still there, I choose to stay here for a moment. Not running, not fixing, just being. Because somewhere underneath all this noise, I believe there is still peace. Even if I can't fully feel it yet, even if it's quiet and far in the background, it's still there. And right now, that's enough to keep me here, with you, in this moment, trying to slow down. God, right here, in the middle of all these thoughts, I choose to pause, not because everything is suddenly okay, not because my mind has completely quieted, but because I need a moment, a real moment, to stop running inside my own head. So right now, I slow down. I don't chase the next thought. I don't try to fix the next problem. I just pause. And God, help me take a breath. A slow, gentle breath in. Not rushed, not forced, just natural. And then I let it out. Slowly. Again, I breathe in, and I let it out. God, even this feels different. Even this small act of breathing feels like stepping away from the noise, just for a second. My thoughts are still there, but I'm not holding on to them as tightly. They're passing, instead of piling up. So I stay here, breathing in and breathing out, not trying to control everything, not trying to understand everything, just allowing myself to exist in this moment. God, Remind me that I don't have to follow every thought that comes into my mind. Just because it appears doesn't mean I have to hold on to it. Just because it feels urgent doesn't mean it truly is. Help me see my thoughts without getting pulled into them, like clouds passing through the sky. They come and they go, and I don't have to chase them. God, this is hard for me. My mind is used to moving fast, used to solving, fixing, planning, worrying. Slowing down feels unfamiliar. It almost feels uncomfortable, like I should be doing something, thinking about something, figuring something out. But right now, I let that go, just for this moment. I don't need to solve anything while I'm breathing. I don't need answers while I'm here. I just need space. So I give myself that space, breathing in and breathing out. God, as I stay here, I begin to notice something small. The intensity of my thoughts is not as strong as it was a moment ago. They're still there, but they're softer, less sharp, less demanding, and maybe that's how peace begins. Not all at once, not perfectly, but slowly, gently, one breath at a time. God, help me stay here a little longer, not rushing back into noise, not rushing back into pressure, just staying in this quiet space where I don't have to be anything other than present. Even if my mind tries to pull me away again, I come back to this breath, back to this moment, back to you. God, thank you for this pause. It may seem small, but it matters, because for the first time this morning, I'm not completely lost in my thoughts. I'm here, aware, breathing, and that is a beginning. So I take another slow breath, and I let it out gently, allowing my body to soften just a little more, allowing my mind to slow down just a little more. And even if it's not perfect, even if it's not complete, I can feel it, a small space of calm starting to open, and I stay here just a little longer. God, as I sit here in this quieter space, I begin to realize something important. I'm not the only one who feels this way. This restless mind, this constant overthinking, this feeling of waking up already overwhelmed, it's something so many people carry, even if we don't talk about it. And sometimes, that makes it feel even heavier, because it feels invisible. No one sees the thoughts running through my head. No one hears the noise I'm trying to manage. No one fully understands how exhausting it is to be inside a mind that won't slow down. But God, you do. You see every thought before I even say it. You understand every feeling I can't explain. You know what it's like to carry this kind of mental weight and still try to show up like everything is okay. And that means I don't have to hide it from you. I don't have to pretend I'm calm when I'm not. I don't have to act strong when I feel overwhelmed. I can come to you exactly like this, with a busy mind, with a tired heart, with thoughts that don't make sense, but still feel heavy. God, thank you for not expecting perfection from me. Thank you for not asking me to fix myself before I come to you. Because the truth is, I don't always know how to fix this. I don't always know how to quiet my thoughts. I don't always know how to stop overthinking everything. But maybe I don't need to know how. Maybe I just need to stop carrying it alone. God, sometimes I feel frustrated with myself. Why can't I just relax? Why can't I just let things go? Why does my mind keep going back to the same worries, the same questions, the same what ifs? And in those moments, it's easy to feel like something is wrong with me, like I should be stronger, like I should be better at handling this. But God, right now, I let go of that judgment. I let go of the pressure to have it all together, because you don't see me as broken. You don't see me as failing. You see me as human. You see me as someone who is trying, even when it's hard. And that changes everything. God, help me be gentle with myself, the same way you are gentle with me. When my mind feels loud, remind me that it's okay. When I feel overwhelmed, remind me that I'm not weak. When I struggle to slow down, remind me that healing doesn't happen instantly. It happens slowly, patiently, one moment at a time. God, thank you for staying with me, even in this, even in the overthinking. even in the restlessness, even in the moments where I feel stuck in my own mind. You don't leave. You don't get tired of me. You don't pull away when I don't have the right words. You stay. And that means I'm not alone here, not in this moment, not in this feeling, not in this struggle. God, help me feel that more deeply, not just as a thought, but as something real, something steady, something I can hold on to when my mind tries to pull me back into noise. Because knowing that you are here, knowing that I don't have to carry this alone, already makes it feel a little lighter. And maybe that's enough for now. Not everything fixed, not everything quiet, but just enough comfort to keep going, one breath at a time. God, as I stay here with you, I begin to notice something I've been doing without even realizing it. I've been trying to carry everything, every thought, every outcome, every possibility, as if somehow, if I think about it enough, I can control it. As if overthinking will protect me, prepare me, or prevent things from going wrong. But the truth is, it doesn't bring peace. It only makes my mind heavier. God, right now, I'm tired of holding on to everything so tightly, tired of trying to figure out every detail, tired of running through every what if in my head over and over again. So in this moment, I choose to let go, not all at once, not perfectly, but gently, piece by piece, thought by thought. God, I release the need to have everything figured out right now. I release the pressure to control what I can't control. I release the habit of replaying things that I can't change. And even if those thoughts try to come back, I don't grab onto them the same way. I let them pass. God, some of these thoughts feel important. They feel urgent. They feel like I have to solve them. But maybe not everything needs an answer right now. Maybe not everything needs my attention in this moment. So I place those thoughts in your hands. The things I've been worrying about, the situations I keep overthinking, the outcomes I'm afraid of, I give them to you, not because I don't care, but because I can't carry them all by myself. God, teach me how to trust. Not a loud, perfect trust, but a quiet one, a steady one, the kind of trust that allows me to step back and breathe, even when things feel uncertain. Because right now, I don't need to solve my whole life. I don't need to predict every outcome. I don't need to prepare for every possible problem. I just need to be here, in this moment, with you. God, help me loosen my grip. I've been holding on so tightly to thoughts, to fears, to expectations, and it's exhausting. So right now, I open my hands. I stop gripping so hard. I stop trying to carry everything at once, and I let you take what I can't hold anymore. God, replace that tension with something softer. Where there was pressure, bring ease. Where there was fear, bring calm. Where there was constant thinking, bring stillness. And even if my mind tries to go back, I gently bring it here again. Not forcing, not fighting, just returning. Returning to this moment, returning to this breath, returning to you. God, I don't have to carry today all at once. I don't have to solve everything before it happens. I don't have to let my thoughts control how I feel. Because right now, I'm choosing something different. I'm choosing to let go just a little more. To trust just a little more. To breathe just a little deeper. And as I do, I can feel it. The weight slowly lifting, not disappearing completely, but no longer sitting as heavy as before. And for this moment, that is enough. So I stay here, hands open, mint softer, heart a little lighter, learning to let go. God, as I sit here a little longer, something begins to change. Not suddenly, not all at once, but gently, quietly, almost in a way that's easy to miss if I'm not paying attention. The noise in my mind is not as sharp as it was before. The thoughts are still there, but they don't feel as loud. They don't feel like they're pulling me in every direction anymore. And for the first time this morning, I feel a small sense of space. Space to breathe. Space to think. Space to just be without pressure. God, I invite more of that. Take what still feels anxious inside me and slowly replace it with peace. Not a forced kind of peace, not something I have to pretend, but a real, steady calm that settles deep within me. The kind of peace that doesn't depend on everything being perfect, but exists even when life is uncertain. God, where my thoughts were racing, bring stillness. Where my mind was crowded, bring clarity. Where I felt overwhelmed, bring a sense of order, even if it's just one small step at a time. I don't need everything to be quiet all at once. I just need it to soften, and I can feel that softening happening. God, replace my anxiety with trust. The anxiety that keeps asking, what if something goes wrong? The anxiety that makes everything feel urgent. The anxiety that never lets me fully rest. Take that and gently transform it into trust, into calm, into a quiet confidence that I will be okay, even if I don't know everything yet. God, let my mind slow down, not by force, but naturally, like a wave that rises and then gently falls, like a breath that comes in and then softly leaves. No pressure, no urgency, just a steady rhythm, returning. God, help me stay in this slower pace, even when part of me wants to rush back into thinking, planning, worrying. Remind me that I don't need to go back there. Not right now. Right now, I can stay here, in this calm, in this quiet, in this presence. God, let this peace move deeper, not just in my thoughts, but in my body, in my chest, where there was tightness, in my shoulders, where there was tension, in my breath, where there was rush. Let everything begin to settle, just a little more. God, I receive this peace, even if it's small, even if it's unfamiliar, even if part of me isn't used to feeling this way. I allow it. I don't push it away. I don't question it. I just let it be. God, thank you for this shift. It may not be perfect. It may not last all day, but it's real, and it shows me that my mind doesn't have to stay stuck in anxiety. That change is possible. That calm is possible. That peace is possible. And right now, I feel it. A little quieter, a little softer, a little more steady. So I stay here, breathing gently, thinking less, feeling more at ease, allowing this peace to continue growing within me. God, in this quieter space, I begin to feel something I couldn't notice before. Not something loud, not something overwhelming, but something steady, gentle, and real. Your presence, it's not in the noise. It's not in the rushing thoughts. It's here, in the stillness, in the space between my thoughts, in the calm that slowly settled as I stopped trying to control everything. God, you were here the whole time, even when my mind was racing. Even when I felt overwhelmed, even when I couldn't feel peace at all. You didn't leave. I just couldn't notice you through all the noise. But now, as things have slowed down, even just a little, I can feel it. A quiet sense that I am not alone. A gentle awareness that I am being held, even in this moment. God, thank you for being present, even when I'm not aware of it. Thank you for staying close, even when my thoughts are far away. Thank you for not requiring silence before you come near, but patiently waiting until I slow down enough to feel you again. God, help me stay connected to this. Not perfectly, not constantly, but intentionally. Help me return to this awareness again and again throughout my day. Because this changes everything, knowing that I'm not doing life alone, knowing that I don't have to carry every thought by myself, knowing that even in quiet moments, or busy ones, you are still here. God, let this awareness settle deeper into me, not just as a thought, but as a feeling, a grounding, a steady presence I can return to when my mind begins to drift again. God, when I start to overthink later, remind me of this moment. When I start to feel overwhelmed again, bring me back here, to this calm, to this stillness, to this awareness that you are near. God, you are not far from me. You are not distant. You are not waiting for me to be perfect. You are right here, in this breath, in this moment, in this quiet. And I don't have to search for you in complicated ways. I don't have to force anything. I just need to slow down and notice. God, thank you for this kind of presence. A presence that doesn't pressure me. A presence that doesn't rush me. A presence that simply stays steady and calm, even when everything else feels uncertain. God, let me rest in that, even if just for a moment longer, even if just in this space right now, because in this moment, I feel supported, I feel grounded, I feel safe. And that feeling is something I want to carry with me, not as something fragile, but as something real, something steady, something that remains even when my thoughts change. God, I stay here with you, not needing words, not needing answers, just feeling your presence. And in that, I find peace. God, in this calm space, I begin to notice something I couldn't fully see before. Even after everything I was feeling earlier, the racing thoughts, the heaviness, the overwhelm, there is still something here to be thankful for. Not something loud, not something overwhelming, but something quiet, steady, and real. Thank you for this moment where I paused, this moment where I didn't run from my thoughts, but gently stepped away from them, this moment where I allowed myself to breathe again. God, I didn't realize how much I needed this, to slow down, to soften, to stop carrying everything all at once. And even though nothing outside has changed yet, something inside me has. And for that, I'm grateful. Thank you for the small shift happening within me, the way my thoughts have softened, the way my breathing has slowed, the way my mind feels just a little more spacious, a little less crowded. It may not seem like a big change, but it matters, and I don't want to overlook it. God, thank you for staying with me through every part of this, not just the calm moments, but also the anxious ones, the restless ones, the moments where my mind felt like it wouldn't stop. You were there too, and knowing that changes how I see everything. God, help me hold on to this feeling, not tightly, not with fear of losing it, but gently, allowing it to stay, naturally, allowing it to grow slowly. Because this peace, it doesn't need to be forced. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be noticed. God, help me notice more, the quiet, the stillness, the small moments throughout my day where I can return to this feeling again. Because I know life will get busy. Thoughts may return. Stress may come back in different ways. But now, I've experienced something different. I've felt what it's like to pause, to breathe, to step out of the noise, even for a moment. And that means I can come back to it again. God, thank you for that reminder, that I'm not stuck, that my mind doesn't have to stay in one state, that even on overwhelming mornings, peace is still possible, even if it's small, even if it's gradual. God, thank you for the strength I showed, just by being here, just by not running away, just by choosing to slow down, even when it felt unfamiliar. That kind of strength is quiet, but it's real, and I acknowledge it. God, help me carry this awareness forward, that I am capable of returning to calm, that I am allowed to slow down, that I don't have to believe every thought that comes into my mind. God, as I sit here, I feel something more stable now, not perfectly peaceful, not completely free of thoughts, but grounded, more present, less pulled in every direction. And that is enough, more than enough for this moment. So I take one more gentle breath. I notice the calm within me. I allow this feeling to settle just a little deeper, and I quietly say, thank you for this peace, for this moment, for being here with me. And I hold on to that, softly. God, as this moment gently comes to an end, I don't want to rush away from it. I don't want to lose this calm, just because the day is waiting. So instead of standing up quickly, instead of letting my thoughts take over again, I choose to carry this peace with me, slowly, gently, step by step. God, I know the day ahead may not be perfect. There may still be moments where I feel pressure, moments where my mind starts to race again, moments where things don't go the way I expect. But now, something is different. I'm not starting this day from chaos anymore. I'm starting from calm, from awareness, from a place that feels more grounded, more steady. God, go with me into everything I do today, into my thoughts, into my decisions, into every interaction, every responsibility, every moment. Be present in the small things, not just the big ones, in the quiet pauses, in the in-between moments, in the breaths I take when no one else is paying attention. God, when I begin to feel overwhelmed again, remind me that I can pause, even for a few seconds, even in the middle of a busy moment. I can return to my breath. I can soften my thoughts. I can reconnect with this calm again and again. God, help me not chase perfection today. Help me not expect everything to go exactly right. Instead, teach me to move through the day with grace, with patience, with a quieter mind and a softer heart. God, let me respond instead of react. Let me slow down instead of rush. Let me trust instead of overthink, even in situations that feel uncertain. God, I release the need to control everything. I release the pressure to figure it all out right now. I release the fear that something might go wrong. And in its place, I choose trust. I choose calm. I choose to believe that I will handle whatever comes, one moment at a time. God, thank you for this morning, not because everything is perfect, but because I was able to pause, to breathe, to reconnect, to remember that peace is still available to me, even on difficult days. God, as I move forward now, let this peace stay with me, not as something fragile, but as something steady, something I can return to whenever I need it. God, I don't need to carry everything at once. I don't need to solve everything immediately. Right now, this moment is enough. This breath is enough. This calm is enough. So I step into this day a little lighter, a little clearer, a little more at ease, not because everything has changed, but because something inside me has. God, stay close to me today. Guide me gently, call me when I need it, and remind me, again and again, that I am not alone. I move forward now, with a quiet mind, a steady heart, and a deep sense of peace. Amen.